stop. I know most of the people watching this video are going to watch it for like 10-15 seconds and then they're going to quit. In the description of this video down below, there is a link to a straw poll where I am asking everyone watching this video what kinds of videos you want to see from me in the future. Please vote on that. If you watch nothing else here, please vote on that poll. I'm also going to put a timestamp here and maybe in like the chapters on the time bar to where I'm going to be explaining in more detail about each of the different poll options and why I put it on there and, you know, some ideas. So you can vote for as many as you want, for as few as you want. You can vote for all of them if you want. Just anything you would like to see from me in the future so I know what kinds of videos to prioritize going forward. Thank you. Well, it's 2023. I actually intended to upload this video a good few months ago, but between me being really busy at work, I was like going through like my job's busy season to just a whole bunch of other stuff going on. I just didn't get around to it. I kind of intended on it at one point and I was about to do it and then I got sick. And so I was like, dang, now I can't do it. Anyway, so obviously the big thing that happened this year on the channel was the Undertale video that I made a few months ago. Was pretty darn successful. And it pushed us over 100 subscribers. Matter of fact, I'm going to go take a look real quick and we'll see where it is while I drink this glass of water.
You weren't expecting me to do that in my house, were you? There's a carpet and computer in there. I haven't even recorded that footage yet.
So yeah, that video completely blew up. As of recording this, it's over 23,000 views, and our subscriber count more than tripled. So that is literally more than every other video I've ever made combined over the last, 6 years now? I've been doing YouTube for 6 years, and that one video was more impactful on my channel than everything else I have ever done combined. So I guess I kind of wanted to talk more about that video, as well as what I want to do going forward. And yes, you saw the beginning of this, there is a poll, because I kind of want to know what you guys are interested in. Let me start with that video. Obviously that video went past all of my expectations. I had made a few videos before that had got like a couple thousand views. The joke theories that I did before that got like a few thousand, and that to me at the time was blowing up. And then I released that video. I think I kind of released it at the perfect time because that came out right around the time that all of that Deltarune stuff was happening with like the Spampin sweepstakes. That was right before that. So it was right in that prime time. But I will address the elephant in the room. I was very out of the loop on the topic at hand. The information that I had found out turned out to be a lot more common knowledge than I had initially anticipated. And you guys definitely let me know that one. So I was definitely out of the loop on that one. So I definitely want to do some more deep dive research into Deltarune before I make any more videos on the topic. I do want to make more Deltarune videos. I just want to get some like I said, I want to dive in as deep as I can go and then start making some stuff. And that might take a little bit of time. Like I said, I've got other videos I want to make, and I got my job keeping me busy right now. Hopefully that'll start clearing up soon, fingers crossed. I will defend myself in one area though. A few people seem to think that I was like a new player because I wasn't aware of this. I am not a new player. I actually started playing Deltarune like a few days after Chapter 1 came out. And I just had no idea about this one particular thing. I was completely out of the loop. The next thing I wanted to talk about is just areas I want to improve in future videos. The first area was that I definitely wanted to improve on my topic choice and research beforehand. That was definitely an issue in the last one where a lot of people were like, yeah, I already knew this. There were some people that didn't, but there were definitely a lot of people that did. So I kind of want to, like I said, do more deep dives into what I'm looking into a bit so that I'm not just repeating information that everybody else has. The second area of improvement, and a few people noticed this wasn't as big of a thing, but this was definitely something that I myself noticed even when I was editing it. Music choice and variety. So in the Deltarune video, I basically used one song throughout the entire video, and that kind of didn't really fit at all points. So I kind of want to maybe mix it up a bit more. I've tried to do that in the past, and I've tried to do other things, so I want to try to maybe, use more variety of songs and for fitting music for videos. And it's a similar thing with stock images. So I definitely use some stock images, and I don't want to like overwhelm with stock images. I don't want to just like plaster things all over the place, but I want to use like a variety of stock images and try to do better with that too. That was something that I also kind of was feeling a little bit in editing. Like there were a few like bare spots on the timeline where it was like there's not really anything going on screen. I guess that's not really an issue if you're somebody that's just like watching it passively, I guess. I don't know. Well, let me know what you guys think on that one. And then finally, oh boy, this is the hardest one because I've said this one a bunch of times in a bunch of different videos, and that is consistency. Yes, it's been several months since I've uploaded anything, so I need to start uploading more consistently. Like I said, the holidays were going on, so I had a lot going on around the house. It was my job's busy season, and just, you know, there was just a lot going on, so I've been pretty busy. Now that things are starting to clear up, or are going to start clearing up hopefully soon, I can maybe start doing this a bit more. I'm going to start trying to do this, like I said, more consistently, and then maybe if I start to get into that groove a bit better, maybe I can have stuff ready to go. Like I'm not saying it's going to be a video every day or even every week, but I want them to be, you know, pretty consistent when they do come out. Now finally, we have the poll. Like I said earlier, I've put a link to a straw poll in the description of this video. Please vote on it. I want to know what you guys want to see from me. And I just want to make it clear, I'm not trying to be just doing what everybody wants. Everything that I put down there in the description in the poll is something that I want to do personally. So there's no wrong answers here. Everything down there is stuff that I want to do. I just want to know what you guys want to see most, so I kind of know what to prioritize. Just because something doesn't necessarily get a lot of votes doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. And just because something gets a lot of votes doesn't mean it's going to happen first. There is obviously the fact that some things are going to take longer than others. And like I said, there are some videos that I just want to make, you know, so those will probably be mixed in there somewhere. But to get into the poll options, and hello people from the beginning of the video, I hope that the timestamp worked right. So the first option is more Undertale or Deltarune content. Of course, that was the big one. That was the video that escalated me a bunch, and so I do want to make more in the future. But I will say, this one of every option I think is probably going to take the longest. So I want to do some deep dive research into Undertale and Deltarune more, find out if there's anything else I'm missing, and see what other people are theorizing about so that I can help formulate some of my own. And that will just take some time. I do have, like I said, and that will just take some time. So this one will probably be a little ways out, not like a really, really long time, but it'll just be a little while before these happen. Next up is theories about other games. If you were interested in me being like a theorizer or something, I have a few theories about some other games out there. Some that are big, some maybe some lesser known games, and if you want to see some maybe theory videos, that could be something we could do in the future. And of course, since it's something else that I've enjoyed doing in the past, joke theories. You know the ones that they start out like it's a normal theory and then take a complete left turn. Those are definitely something that I think would be fun to do more of. Maybe we could mix some in with the normal theories so you don't necessarily know what you're doing. However, I do think if we do this, I want to make a way to distinguish them. And you can plug your ears or mute your screen or whatever right now if you don't want to know how to distinguish them. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put an asterisk at the end of every video that is a joke theory. That way, if you're clicking on the video, you know what you're getting into ahead of time if you've seen this video. So you can consider this a little insider secret. Up next we have retrospective, and these would be just about all sorts of gaming topics, ranging from games themselves to just, you know, anything that relates to games. And they would just be kind of looks back and just sort of discussions on the topic. Kind of in a similar vein to retrospective, something that's always fascinated me are moral panics. You know the ones, the satanic panic in the 80s and the 90s where everything from like rock music to Pokemon was like the devil, it was evil, it was out to get you. I've always found that kind of stuff fascinating, and I kind of like to, you know, talk about it and poke fun at it a little bit. So if you want to see some videos like that, that could be another option, and definitely something that I probably will end up making anyway, sooner or later. One of my favorite topics on YouTube, though, is lost media. I adore lost media, and I would love to make some videos about it. As a matter of fact, I have a few personal pieces of lost media that I would love to talk about on the channel as well, one of which I will probably be making pretty soon. Up next, we have discussions and deep dives into game trailers, Nintendo Directs, all that kind of stuff. I love to react to game trailers, so reactions to like Nintendo Directs and trailers are probably going to be happening anyway because I've already done them in the past on the channel. But if you want to see like analysis videos and deep dives into trailers, then I could definitely start doing more of those where we go like really deep into individual trailers that I'm personally really interested in. Next up is probably a YouTube classic, reviews of bad games. You know the ones, Bubsy 3D, E.T. for the Atari 2600, and of course Sonic 06. And yes, I know that many years ago on this channel, I actually made a promise that I was going to make a video talking about Sonic 06, and I still have not done it. I still have a lot of footage that I've recorded from it, and I've mostly beaten the game, but maybe that could be something I could do. I could finish that up and we could talk about like various bad games and we could see if they're as bad as people say. I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to go in from the angle of, are they as bad as people say, or was the, I don't know, I guess the whatever the opposite of hype would be around them so blown out of proportion? Was it really that bad, you know? The next two items on our list are Let's Plays and Challenge Runs, as well as live streams. These are probably going to happen off and on anyway. I mean, those are pretty easy to do, and I would love to do one every now and then, so I'm hoping that maybe you'd like to see me play a game here and there, see me on a live stream, you know, it could be fun. Next up, we have Mom Plays, and this is actually where I get my mother onto the channel, and we have her play a game. We're currently going through Undertale, though it's been a while since we've uploaded. I'm currently trying to get her to record again, although I think before we do that, I'm going to need to kind of refresh her memory of what's happened so far. I've already had her rewatch the first, I think, 2 videos that I made with her, and then we're going to watch the rest of them, and then we will record again with her, and hopefully we'll be doing that again. So if you want to see my mother, who does not play video games, play some video games, then this is the way to go. And then finally, we have 2 games that I'd like to start playing more on the channel, Minecraft and Pokemon. For Minecraft, we could do modded stuff, we could do hardcore, we could do standard survival, we could do all sorts of stuff with that. Same thing with Pokemon, we could do randomizers, Nuzlocke, all sorts of stuff on the channel. So if you want to see something like that, once again, let me know in the poll. So those are the options, and once again, please vote on the poll. You can vote for one of them, you can vote for all of them, I don't care. I bumped my microphone, I don't care. Please vote on the poll. I want to know what you guys want to see, so please tell me. That way I can make the videos that I want to make and that you guys want to see. And with that, I guess that's pretty much all I have to talk about. I'm really hoping that 2023 is going to be even better than last year. Last year was by far the best year for my channel, and I want to keep that up this year. So I hope you look forward to what I've got in store, because I'm going to be making a bunch more videos, and they're going to be really good, I hope, anyway. And I guess have a happy new year, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.